Clive James, Australian broadcaster and author, dies aged 80. James died peacefully and at home, surrounded by his family, his agents said. Clive James pictured on the set of Saturday Night Live in 1989. Clive James in 2016 on Life, Regrets and Being Lucky. Clive James, the Australian writer and broadcaster known around the world for his dry wit, has died at the age of 80. Diagnosed with leukemia in 2010, the author and critic had movingly written about his terminal illness during the final years of his life. News from BBC. He was born Vivian James in 1939. He moved to England in 1961 and rose to prominence as a literary critic and TV columnist. He went on to deliver wry commentary on international programming in such shows as Clive James On Television. All clips may not represent the story. The show saw him introduce amusing and offbeat TV clips from around the world, most famously from Japanese game show Endurance. According to a statement from his agents, he died at home in Cambridge on Sunday. A private funeral was held on Wednesday in the chapel at Pembroke College. Watch to become bilingual with latest world news. Clive died almost 10 years after his first terminal diagnosis, and 1 month after he laid down his pen for the last time, the statement read. He endured his ever-multiplying illnesses with patience and good humor, knowing until the last moment that he had experienced more than his fair share of this great, good world. He was grateful to the staff at Addenbrooke's Hospital, in Cambridge, for their care and kindness, which unexpectedly allowed him so much extra time. His family would like to thank the nurses of the Arthur Rank Hospice at Home team for their help in his last days, which allowed him to die peacefully and at home, surrounded by his family and his books. Singer Alison Moyet was among many to pay tribute to a man she described as a bright, beaming boy. Ex-tabloid editor Piers Morgan remembered him as a brilliantly funny man, while presenter Gabby Roslin said he had been incredibly kind. We were lucky to have him for so long after his diagnosis, wrote actor Samuel West. We were lucky to have him at all. Reverend Richard Coles said he was the best telly critic that ever there was, while Margarita Praketon, the Cuban singer James helped make a household name, paid tribute to his intelligence, talent and beautiful way of living. James was renowned for his pithy turns of phrase. He once likened Arnold Schwarzenegger to a brown condom full of walnuts, and said motor racing commentator Murray Walker sounded like a man whose trousers are on fire. He was equally waspish when describing Dame Barbara Cartland, whose eyes, he said, looked like the corpses of 2 small crows that had crashed into a chalk cliff. Common sense and a sense of humor are the same thing, moving at different speeds, was another of his famous quotes. He also had advice for his future obituarists, telling that shorter is better, and that a single line is best. Any encounter with James, either in print or in person, left you desperate to go and open a book, watch a film or a TV show, or hunt down a recording, said Don Patterson, poetry editor at James's publisher Picador. With Clive's passing we lose the wisest and funniest of writers, a loyal and kind friend, and the most finely stocked mind we will ever have the fortune to encounter. Please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.